Hello and welcome back to Transport Fever! Ladies and gentlemen, today is going to be a part 5 of our Transport Fever Let's Play. And I think it's maybe about time that we go ahead and look into some passenger trains. Because we have a lot of buses, we do. We have one train that is a cargo train that is making us a whole bunch of money. I think it's, is it up here? No, where is it? There it is. It's actually on its way over here, currently carrying, what exactly? Nothing. Okay. Fair enough. Well, he's on his way to this station here, where he's going to be picking up a whole bunch of grain, which he's then going to take back and hopefully sell for a whole bunch of money. Well, I say that. He's not going to be leaving just yet, because he doesn't have a full load of either grain or livestock, but I think he should get that pretty quickly. He's on 28 of 32, so shouldn't be waiting too long for that guy to move. But what I'm thinking is that maybe setting up a train line that goes from Bingham to Colchester to Warminster could be an idea, or Bingham to Colchester to Buntingford, which is another idea. I'm sort of eyeing up the Bingham, Colchester, Warminster line, since Bingham, Colchester, and Warminster are the sort of main locations that are making us money. And of course, I want it to go through Colchester no matter what happens, so I think it might be worth looking into that. And I'm sort of eyeing up this little space here for the train line itself, so that might be worth doing. It might be worth, however, just sort of adding it to its own space just outside of Colchester, just sort of over here, perhaps. So I think I will look into that. I don't think it would do any harm to look into some kind of train station. Now, we could go for one of these terminal ones. I don't really want to go for that. We have this train station here, and of course a similar style terminal station as well. I think I'm just going to go for, I think I'll go for this one, since it's kind of nice. And if we just rotate it a bit to be sort of like that, I guess. So we'll do that. I'm going to give it some high-speed tracks. I've seen a couple of comments that have been saying that going for high-speed tracks might be a better idea. And I'm going to go for a longer platform than I usually do, as well as 2 tracks on there. So it's a very expensive station right off the bat, but the hope is that it will eventually be super, super useful to have. So that's going to go just there. And basically what I'm going to need to do is, well, I could create an entirely separate bit of track here, but what I'm really tempted to try is having the passenger train station, passenger line, use this same bit of track. I mean, I guess it technically can't because of the fact that this is a terminal station, but I mean, that would have been interesting. That would have been very interesting. We'll just use one of these standard ones here, though, and we'll just sort of rotate it to go, I guess, sort of in that spot. I guess there could sort of work. It is also a this is also a 2-platform or 2-track station, a very long station, but I think I'm going to go for that. So we're going to plop it just there. And yeah, that can sort of flow around that way, following the road, and then eventually crossing over. Yeah, that'll be fine. And then if we go over to Warminster, we're going to do a similar thing with a similar station. And I think, honestly, it can sort of just go at the edge there. So just plop it there. And now I just need to connect all of that together, which is going to be a little something that we have to do. So let's get some high-speed tracks. Let's go from this side, and let's just go straight out like this. I guess that's going to be the easiest way to do it. Let's try and save some money too. So 27.3k seems to be the cheapest price we're going to get for this. I don't think I need the catenaries, to be honest. Oh, what have we got? 1950s the year. We just got tank rail bus. We got some steak. Oh my god. We're doing all right here. We are doing all right. I think I'm going to get rid of the catenaries. I really just don't think I need them. So let's just bring this along here and try and raise it up a bit. So again, we're saving some money. 36.6k seems to be the cheapest we're going to get. So this needs to go still a fair distance here. I really should turn on the contour lines. So bring that over to like there. We'll just go with that as the price. That seems fair enough to me. Let's just go across there as well. Just like so. And now we need a bridge. So let's get ourselves a nice big rail bridge just, oh, that is getting expensive. 3.78 million. Whew, that is pricey. That is pricey. Can we raise it up so boats can get under? Not really, so we'll just lower it to 3.54. Okay, we're going to go with 3.54 million. Unfortunately, this does mean boats can't get under there, but we can't afford it. 3.54 million. Can you imagine? We would not have been paying for something like that a while ago. Like, just a few episodes ago, we would have not paid for that. That was way too expensive not that long ago. Well, I say not that long ago. It was a long time ago in-game. But you know what I mean. That's, it's interesting that we're not, you know, worried about that kind of money at the moment. No, this is going to have to go out like this. That is going to be an expensive bit of line. Which is unfortunate, but we're just going to have to deal with it. I also realize I might be on the brink of spending another 3.54 million on a bridge here. So this could be interesting. Let's just spend the money to get that done. And let's see what we can do here. So that's going to cross over like that. Bridge pillar collision. Oh yeah, that is a bit low. For some, that's very strange the way that was going. All right. Let's see. So high speed track. From there to like that point, then sort of just across there. Bridge pillar collision. That's weird. It is dipping. It is absolutely dipping. No, that works, I think. I don't know. Does that work? Collision. There was a collision. That seems like it's working. It sort of rises in the middle in a really strange way, but we'll go for it. That'll do. Bring that through that road. And in fact, can I just get that to connect? Yes, I can. Okay. So that connects through there, which is fine. We're going to need it to be able to connect straight through here. So just going over to there seems like a pretty good idea. Let's see, can we shave any money off of this? Not really. That's fine. That bit of road gets raised up in an interesting way. Very interesting way. Now, where's this going? Sort of over that way. Oh yeah, that is a fair distance to cover. All right, let's see if we can make it nice and affordable to do this. So, yeah, that's not going to get much more affordable there. Let's just bring this straight across, like so, to about there. Then just very gently follow the slopes up. Oh my god, hold on a minute, look at that. Look how much cattle! There's so much livestock. What just happened? Why have we suddenly just got so much livestock? The production just went crazy. I don't mean that, that's not a bad thing. That's such a good thing, but my god, that just went crazy. I did not expect that. That's going to get me so much money. All right. I mean, that's going to be good. Let's have this curve up this way. Oh, wow, that frame rate is not, it's not enjoying it right now. The old frame rate. Let's see. Let's try and sort of curve over towards the road a little bit. Then see if I can just sort of follow the road. I'm not sure how much I'm going to be able to follow the road, considering the way the road likes to bank a little bit here. But if we just sort of do that, that should be fine. Then sort of follow it around like this a little bit, and go into the right bit there. Now that seems fine to me. What I do want to do is just pair this up a little bit like so. So that, you know, both of the bits of track there are usable. So if I do that, that connects those together real nicely. We are going to need a section where the trains can, you know, overtake one another. So we'll do just that and connect them together like that. And on this end as well. So that should be good for those guys. And I think I'm going to go ahead and get the signals in right away. So we'll grab, what is this? Oh, it's a waypoint. That's fine. Okay, so we're going to need a signal on this bit just here and on this side too. So that's basically going to say that if there's a train coming into the other side, stop. If there's a train coming, stop. What I want to do over here is basically say if a train is coming this way, you stop, and that is going to be one way. Then on this side, it's going to be a similar situation. So we want to get ourselves a signal just on this side that is also going to be one way. So that's going to help the train sort of manage itself. I don't know why I'm setting up signals at the moment. I don't really need them, considering I don't really plan on adding multiple trains to this line just yet. So I'll do those signals for the time being, but what I'd also really like to do is immediately get another train, or get a train onto this line. So let's go ahead and do just that. We're going to use standard tracks for this bit, because there's really no need to go for the high-speed ones. So some standard tracks is all we're going to need. I'm going to bring this over to here, and very quickly sort of have it go along the side of this fella here. Just like that. And we'll have it sort of pair up just there, I guess. So that seems fine to me. That seems pretty good. Oh, we just got another plane. I need to look into planes. I've seen a bunch of comments from people saying that I should just get planes regardless of the fact that I have a small map. I really don't know that I want to do that. I might consider it. But what I want to do first is get a new train. So I'm thinking the Class A4 might be the one to go for. We do have the rail bus, but I think the Class A4 is what we're going to go for. We're going to get it in that color. So we'll get it in that color, and we need some passenger sections. So this can hold 20 passengers. It's almost 1 million in and of itself, but 20 passengers is a lot. So we'll get ourselves a few of these. So we'll go like one... What distance is 42 meters already? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them. So 8 of those. Oh, that's a big train. That is a big train. All right. Let's set the line then. So from this station, going to Colchester, going to Warminster. So that is going to be, I don't know, what, the Bingham to Warminster via Colchester? All right, so Bing to War via Colchester. That's a nightmare of a line, but that'll do. And then what we need to do is just say that the train itself is going to be applied to the Bingham to Colchester via, or Bingham to Warminster via Colchester line. And then the train is actually going. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, it's a big one, isn't it? It's a big train. It's an expensive train, but it's a big train too, and it's picking up speed. My God, 50 kilometers per hour currently, but it is picking up speed. I'm super excited to see this if this thing actually works. It looks awesome, though. How cool is that? It's a proper big train. Then these guys are gonna have to stop to let the train go through. It is getting some speed. Oh, I'm so happy with this. I really am. I'm kind of disappointed I didn't connect it up to this line, though. Might have been a good idea to do that. But we'll see. I don't think anyone's waiting here currently. No, that's fine. So the train is pretty much going to stop for a second, then continue on its way. The good news, though, is that there is a bus station, like, right there. So that's really good news. It means that people can be transported around Colchester to the train station, which is really good. I'm super excited to see if this thing actually gets any use. I'm also super excited about the fact that there's so many cattle here, so much livestock. We need another cargo train. We really need another cargo train. So you are going to come in this way. That's fine. You're going to just pick up everything, right? Yeah, you just made like 1.6 million. You're emptying of food. You are now full of both, oh my God, grain and livestock. How good is that? How good is that? I'm so okay with this. All right. I'm really thinking another cargo train might be a good idea. So that train's on its way back. There is actually a person waiting there in Warminster, which is super interesting. There's no one out of 106. That can hold 160 people. Good Lord. That's not bad. I cannot complain about that. 160 people on that train would be ridiculous. No one currently waiting up here in Bingham. Might be an idea to look into some buses that would let people get to this train station, but we'll look into that shortly. I do really want to look into another cargo train, though. Or maybe upgrading the current cargo train. Where is it? It's there. Now, the problem is, I kind of need to set this thing to return to the depot, but it's going to pick up food as soon... Oh, there's actually enough food that I think I can get away with wasting a little bit. The problem is, once I tell it to return to the depot, it will basically empty of everything it's carrying. So it's going to drop off how much here? 2.9 million worth. But then it immediately picks up food, which is a problem. Because once I send it back to the depot, it dumps the food. Which isn't great, but I kind of want to do it anyway because I'm curious to see if I can upgrade it perhaps. So return to depot, please. There you go. Yeah, it's dumped its food, but that's just the way of things. Having a look over here. Still no one waiting in Colchester for a train. No one waiting in Bingham. Still someone waiting down here, though. So that's promising. That is definitely promising. This fella is pulling back into the station. I'm going to have to fix that and get people interested in using my trains, but for the time being, that'll do. Let's have a little look then. So, train number 2. What have we got? This, where's the new thing? This, the stake car. Logs, steel, planks, construction material. That's unfortunate. I was hoping I'd have something that could carry, well, something else, but apparently not. We could upgrade the front train from the A3 Flying Scotsman to the A4. That might be a good idea to dump that bit and just sell it for 1.9 million and then buy ourselves a better front train. Because 145 kilometers per hour is pretty good. So I'm going to buy one of those in like a... I'm going to go for like a pale blue, I think, and buy it. And then get that thing going. So get that going out there. And yeah, that works. Bit of a faster train. I might need to upgrade the train lines around there, though, to the high-speed tracks. So... I mean, it's risky doing it because I think it will scrap everything that's in there. Ooh, what is that? Not quite sure what that is, but I'm curious. Let's just go ahead and upgrade those bits of track first and all of this stuff along here into the high-speed tracks. So we can do all of that bit too. Do that bit just in there. Let's see, what else needs upgraded? I think all of that's done, isn't it? I think so. Yeah, it is. This bit needs done. I think. I can't tell if it is high speed or not. I really can't tell. Hold on, what am I doing? Electrification. No, high speed tracks. I didn't want to electrify it. Oh, that was completely my bad. Okay, let's get the high speed tracks in here. It was not electrification that I was looking for. It was legit high-speed tracks, please. Don't know why I would ever want to electrify the lines. I'm not using any electric trains, but sure. Oh, I just got rid of all the food, didn't I? Yeah, that's a shame, but it's the only way I was going to upgrade that station, so... it had to happen. Let's upgrade all of you and all of you. Let's upgrade all of you and all of you. All of that bit too, and these bits down here. This should basically let the train just go a bit faster, which is kind of what we want it to do. Having the trains move at a substantial speed is always a good thing. Means I make a bit more money, which is a thing I'd really like to do. So let's upgrade all of that bit. And I don't want to upgrade the bits in the station back there, because upgrading the station means I'm going to lose money. So upgrade from there, and the rest of it's fine. Actually, there's nothing currently in that station, so... why does that train look smaller? Why is the... there's the full-size train. Okay, so yeah, we basically removed everything from the station, but we do have the high-speed lines, so that thing should be going a fair bit faster. That didn't get rid of my signals, did it? No. Okay, so that thing should be going at some serious speed. We are making food over there already. Still no one waiting in here, which is unfortunate. A couple of people waiting at the station over there. No one really waiting in there either. Is that line making money? Is the minus 1.99 million. And the cattle and grain one's at minus 1.23 million as well. So, yeah, that could be going better. That could definitely be going better. but I reckon we'll be able to make the money eventually. There is actually someone waiting in Colchester currently. So that's all right. We have someone that's curious about going to one of the other towns via train. And what's also interesting is we are still making money. And there's 14 people on there. Okay, I want to follow this train because I'm curious to see what kind of money it makes when it drops people off. Like, it pulls in here, it's gonna... It didn't pull in there. Does it not stop? No, it doesn't stop in Colchester, does it? Not on the way back. Ah, that's interesting. I should probably fix that, shouldn't I? I should probably make it so this train does actually stop in Colchester on the way back from Warminster. So technically the line needs to be Bingham, Colchester, Warminster, Colchester, and then it'll loop back to Bingham anyway. So that's my bad. But that's okay. So we're pulling in here. How are we looking for money? What are we getting? We're getting 96.7k. So this thing is not profitable. There's no way this thing's going to be profitable. It would need to be carrying 160 people pretty much every time. So passenger trains maybe aren't the way to go. I do want to have a little look though and see. Like, this thing has some grain and some livestock. The train's on its way, which is currently carrying 32 of 32 food. So this thing is going to make a profit. So this train is profitable, the passenger one isn't. That's interesting. That's an interesting flip that we've made there. Because originally what was happening was the passenger stuff, the public transport, was subsidizing all of my industrial efforts. And now we've got to this interesting point where my public transport is being subsidized by an industrial effort in the shape of the line taking the grain to the food factory and vice versa. So that's really interesting that we've managed to make this flip. I do want to have a look, actually, just here, to see what the new road vehicle was, because there was this. So that is a new bus. Interesting. It's a Mercedes-Benz 6600. It sounds like a phone almost. So do we want new buses? I guess we do. The problem is I don't know where all of these people are going. So the Colchester Loop is basically looking to be the busiest line. Yeah, there's quite a few people wanting to go to Altrincham as well, but consistently, yeah, the Colchester Loop is basically the busiest line. So I'm going to upgrade the Colchester Loop first. So let's buy some road vehicles. Let's not buy some road vehicles. Let's try this automated thing. I keep seeing comments about the automated thing, so I'm going to try it. Colchester Loop. So if we go there, and I go to vehicles, and I go, sorry, not vehicles, replacement, and I say replace automatic, replace 25% of your life cycle with the Mercedes-Benz thing in, I don't know, pink? Bright pink. There you go. Bright pink. And yes. So they are now set to automatically replace, which should mean that they've replaced. Yeah, that's a beautiful vehicle. Oh, that is a beautiful vehicle. Look at that thing. So how many passengers does that hold? 15. So that's definitely that's an improvement. That is a beautiful bus, though. I'll give it that. So can I do the same with basically all of my bus lines then? Yeah, so that's replaced automatically. And then if I turn off automatic replacement, it's no longer going to replace them, which is good because I've replaced them with the one I want. Okay. That's interesting. Let's do a similar thing with the Altrincham line. 25% of your life cycle. Set the vehicle to the new bus. Let's go for that like pale green. Looks kind of interesting. We've set the vehicle, and yes. And they should all replace, right? I've replaced one of them. The Altrincham line has one new vehicle. But not many. Okay. Let's look at the Bingham line and do a similar thing. Set the vehicle to be this fella with the pale green. And okay. And then say yes. So they should eventually replace pretty quickly, is what I'm hoping. Yeah, there they go. So they're starting to replace once they get to 25% of their lifespan. We'll eventually get to the Buntingford line as well, but I'm not really too worried. I think what I need to make sure is that I keep an eye on the fact that they don't start replacing the new buses, although I could probably afford it. If we're honest. I could probably afford it. As for this line, it's currently losing me 1.7 million, which, that's a lot of money. That is a lot of money. Let's just sort out all the lines. What the hell? Let's set the vehicle to be this new guy with the nice green color. Okay. And automatic replacement, please. So that is the Warminster line, the Bingham line, and the Altrincham line all set to upgrade. The Partington line needs to do the same thing. So put the window over there and set the vehicle to the Mercedes-Benz in that green color. And say yes. So the Partington line is going to replace as well, and then the Buntingford line needs to do the same. So the Buntingford line at 25%, you will replace with the Mercedes-Benz in that green color. Okay. And then say yes. So that's hopefully going to replace these lines relatively quickly. The Partington Loop definitely needs some love. It's still using the post buses, but that's fine. The Altrincham line can have the automation turned off, as can the Bingham line, because they've fully upgraded. So we can close both of those. What line is this? That's the Warminster line's almost replaced. The Partington line is almost replaced. The Buntingford line's taken its time. But that's fine. The Warminster line's surprisingly close, actually. 2 more to go. And then it's done. Also, I'm just noticing a lot of the buses in the background with the green on them. The green is actually really nice in those buses, surprisingly. Wasn't expecting it to be. The pink's not bad either. Like, you can sort of get a glimpse of them back there. Not bad looking. Definitely not bad looking. Am I missing anyone here? Nope. One more vehicle on the Warminster line. Come on, replace it. Get it replaced so I can close all these windows and stop you from automatically replacing later down the line. Please, just do the thing. Oh, the Partington line lost some money there. I wonder if that's because I just upgraded everything. Oh, the Warminster line's done. Okay. Set that to no. And close. Okay. This is fine. I'll come back to those lines in just a minute. This is getting really boring. Let's just sit here. So those buses do look really nice, actually. They're really nice vehicles. So that's pretty cool. Let's have a look over here. So there's still only one person waiting. Or is there? Is there more than one? There's 5. There's 5 people waiting, I guess. Not good coverage for the... there's not a good area of effect for the train station, but there are buses that could get you there, so... I don't know, I'm sort of torn on whether or not it's worth keeping this train active right now. It's very tempting to just turn it off. Granted, there's now 18 people on it. So it might eventually become profitable. It's just really difficult to know. Can I look at this line, look at the vehicles, and say, like, change the color of the vehicle, just be, like, white? That's not a bad-looking train in white, to be honest. What about a completely black train in that? No, what about red? Oh, red is really nice. Let's just stick with the red one. Alright, so what kind of money are we looking at? Just real quick, what are we looking at? Just over here, 138k. So it's still not profitable. It's still carrying 11 people, though. But I do think what I need to do... Oh, they're done. Alright, so turn off automation, please. And turn off automation, please. Okie dokie. So those have upgraded. I want to go to this line real quick. And I want to add a station. I want to say that after Warminster, you do stop in Colchester again. And then you're good. So that way it might help people... You know, to use it. People might be inclined to use this station a bit more now that they know it will actually stop here and all that stuff. So it's going to pull in, and it made 94.2k. All right. 22 passengers. It's getting more popular. It's definitely getting there. What's the AOE on this one? Still not great. I'll tell you what might be a good idea. And this is something I said I'd do anyway. Get me a bus/tram stop and let me put it there. And then this in the middle has a pretty good area of effect. What I'll do as well is get myself another bus/tram stop just over here, right by the train station. Then I want to set up a line that goes between Bingham train station and Bingham Central. So that is going to be, I guess, Bingham Central to train. And that's fine. So Bingham Central to train is going to be a nice little short line. Then heading over to Warminster, we do a similar thing with this little stop here, which is going to be just there to there. And we're going to rename that to Warminster Central to train. So Warminster Central to train. That's not train. I don't think I can get an N on there. No. Warminster, we'll just do Cent to train. Okay. And then what we need to do is get like two buses each line. Maybe, if even. We'll do one per line just to start with. And these can be little like light blue buses, I guess. So buy one and set road vehicle 2, apparently, to Bingham Central to train. Then buy another one and set it to Warminster Central to train. And the hope there is that those buses will get people back and forth between the train and the main station and so on and so on. And there's so many planks out there, good lord. That's a lot of stuff being made. Some goods in there as well, which is good to see. Speaking of goods, how's Colchester doing in terms of growth? So Colchester has quite a few goods, not as many as it would need. It has over 1,000 people, 1,321 people currently in Colchester. That's a lot. That is an awful lot of people. I am honestly looking at this and thinking that we maybe need... Yeah, the Colchester Loop is super popular. I think we need more buses on the Loop, to be honest. So let's buy a few more road vehicles. And, well, I don't know how many are on the Loop at the moment. Colchester Loop has, like, 10? So let's buy 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And set you all to the Loop. Alright. So now that you're on the Loop, you're not the right color, unfortunately. We're going to have to change that. I do think I'll change the Colchester Loop color anyway, so that all of the vehicles are not pink anymore. But we'll say that all the vehicles can be white, perhaps? Now, white's not the nicest looking color on those. Let's go for an orange. Let's go for a pale orange, though. Sort of like that. So that kind of works. That looks really nice. So 15 buses on the Colchester Loop is hopefully going to improve things just a little bit. I'm pretty sure I did also see a new... Oh my god, there's so much food over here. I'm pretty sure I did see a new train get unlocked. Oh wow, look at this thing. I always forget about this thing. It's really cool looking. Where is it though? Was it this? I think it was this, wasn't it? What is that? What is that? This is a locomotive? Okay, I didn't realize that was a locomotive. I thought it was like, not even that fast. Is that the new thing? I think that is the new thing, isn't it? Okay. That was weird. Alright, fair enough. Let's see then. So, do I want another train here? It's tempting. I think I'm going to get a small one. I'm going to get a small train. It's not going to be as fast as the other one. Although it kind of should be, considering if, you know, if I wanted to actually make money, it probably should be. What kind of money are we looking at here? So you pull in 2.292 million. Okay. You are going to go back to the station. Which is admittedly going to lose me the food that you're currently carrying, but I'd like to just duplicate this train. So turn around, go back to the station. And I want to see how much are you worth? If we look at like finances, this train is valued at 5.64 million, so not as much as I thought. So to duplicate you cost me, okay, possibly a lot of money. Fair enough. All right, so you're both gonna be set to the cattle and grain line. So one of you is gonna go out. I'm actually gonna change the color of, like, I'm gonna change the color completely, I think. Can I do that? I don't think oh, I can. So train number 2 is gonna be, like, what? Very blue? We'll go very blue. Then the other train is gonna be very green, so that I can tell them apart. So the blue train and the green train. There we go. Interestingly, the colors of my old YouTube channel. So, there you go. Blue and green. So this fella's heading out to do his thing. This train should be good to leave the station any second. Hopefully. Come on, buddy. You're costing me 135,000 for, just sitting there. I can't really say I'm okay with that. There you go. Alright, so he's leaving the station too. So hopefully we can produce enough stuff to actually make a bunch of money from these. There is a bunch of grain, a bunch of cattle sat about here, so I'm sure we can do something. As for the passenger line, this one currently has 13 people sat waiting. This one over here has, ooh, quite a few people sat waiting. How many people are on the train? 21. The bus is working. Look at that. Whole bunch of people waiting for the bus. That's proven to be successful. Over here, there's a couple of people waiting too. There's 15 waiting. So I think the bus might be working, which is good. If we look here at Central, yeah, there's someone waiting to get to the train. A couple of people waiting to get to the train. Having a look over here, there's anyone waiting to get to the train? No. Okay, so this end's not as successful, but that's fine. We just got a new train car and a new plane. I am going to have to look into planes, aren't I? I really am. I really am. Let's have a little look around here. So you just picked up a bunch of stuff. 32 grain, 32 livestock. Beautiful news. And looks like, yeah, there's 34 and 30 in there. So there's plenty for the other guy to pick up. The other guy there just chugging on in. Gonna head past that one. There we go. So you can now leave that way and you can pick up all the stuff. There we go. Look at that. So they both picked up plenty of cargo. The other train heading in there with a bunch of passengers as well. I hope 16 of 160. Dropping them off brings you 221k. Picking up to 24 passengers there. All right. Are we making money yet? I have no idea. This train is definitely chugging along at a pretty good speed. So hopefully, I mean, that's going to be what? Like, you've got a full load of stuff there, right? That's going to be like 2.92 million. The other one's going to be pretty close to 2.92 million. There's a bunch of food to pick up here as well. So that's going to be another 1.6 million when you get to the other end. So this is good. This is actually good. This is making, this is actually going to make some good money, which is beautiful because currently that line is in the, no, that's not the line. This line here, here, -3, yeah, it was in -3.2 million. Now it's picking up a bunch of food. He's gonna pull out of the station and I think wait just there. Yeah, so he's gonna wait. The other guy's gonna go in. He's gonna move on once that guy passes. And 2.92 million. So that line should be sitting on a profit of 2.43 million. And then when it gets to the other end, it's going to go up to like, what, about 4 million? Because there's like $1.6 million worth of food on this train. So that's not bad. Oh, that's not bad at all. Having a look at this end though, I don't think we can keep up is my worry. I don't think we can keep up the production on this end to actually make this work, because the production sort of fluctuates a lot. I mean, the production at this farm is currently 24, but it's not doing that great. Production over here is 24 as well, but it's still not doing that great. So I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes. 12 people waiting for the passenger train. Is the passenger train profitable yet? No, it's not. Minus 1.48 million. Minus... I mean, it's getting there. It is by all means getting there. It's just still very... 33 passengers. I feel like saying it's getting there is legit. I feel like it is, because every time I look at this train, it's carrying more people. So I'm kind of feeling good about that. You're pulling in there for 1.64 million. Picking up, yeah, a whole bunch of stuff there. So that's another decent amount of money. So yeah, I guess we're still making money despite, you know, the trains not necessarily making as much as I'd like them to. 456k is not bad from train 1 there. Then 1.64 million from that one again, so we're now sitting on 5.74 million in profit there. The passenger line is below $1 million in losses. The cargo, a lot of the cargo lines not making as much. The Bingham Loop not making much. But if we look at the buses, I mean, we're at Colchester to Bingham is 1.72 million, which is possibly why the train isn't as successful as I'd like, to be honest. What else have we got? 676k in the Buntingford line, almost, you know, that was like 750,000 for a second there on the Warminster line. You know, we're doing good. We are by all means doing very well here. It's also nice to see, you know, this many vehicles on the roads. That is very satisfying to see. A lot of food in there, ready to go somewhere. This guy's waiting on a full load of grain currently. Almost got it. Hopefully going to get it sometime soon. I think this guy's going to do it. No, he's picking up food. Where are you going with that food? Bingham cargo to Colchester. Fair enough. That is a... That's just the Bingham food loop. Oh, there he goes. All right. So that's good. That's really good. I'm really, really pleased with this. You know, there's more and more people using the passenger line. Money from the cargo line is still decent. We're on 33.3 million. I feel like the next step might very well be sort of refining the passenger line a little bit and figuring out, you know, what would be the best way to necessarily expand that. I do absolutely think that something we still need to do is... Actually, that Warminster line still needs more buses as well, by the looks of it. The Warminster line definitely needs more buses, and I think this bridge needs expanded as well. Let's see if I can just pause real quick. So I was going to interrupt a main connection, I get that. But we do need to upgrade this bridge to be like a large straight. So is that doable? Construction not possible. I don't understand why. I honestly don't understand why. Why is it twisting? That's weird. Let's see. So if I bring this back a little bit, kind of messes with the terrain a bit. Let's try and flatten that out. Because we need a bigger bridge. The bridge we have here is not good enough at all. So, fixing that would be nice. Now the terrain here is being very strange. I might have to shift the bridge, honestly. The road might have to twist a little bit. And the bridge might have to shift a little bit. But it's because it's not liking this. Let's see. So if I go from there... Oh! Now that sort of works. So if I was to do that... And then, like, raise it up a bit. That's kind of interesting. I like it. Definitely like it. It's nice to have the bigger bridge. Maybe we can't do the 6-lane. We can do the 4-lane though. So let's do the 4-lane bridge at long last. Then connect straight to there. All right. Although, should that maybe be a country road? I don't know. I feel like maybe a country road would be a much better bet. Let's get the 4-lane country road, I suppose, and upgrade you to be said country road. Just like so. The whole way along there, and like there as well. Alright. So that should be fine, is my thinking. Although, I kind of want that little bit to still be a straight. There we go. Alright, so that is a better bridge. That's hopefully going to let traffic flow just that bit better as well. And if I just Speed up the simulation. That should work, right? Is traffic going to use it? Yeah, traffic's using it. It's just having to update for a second because it didn't quite know what to do because the bridge briefly disappeared. But there we go. That's going to let them cross a bit easier and just generally have a better time. Some of it's still sort of U-turning here and there, but there we go. So they're doing their thing. I still think I mean, looking at this, that Colchester to Warminster line needs more buses. That's a new car? That's a new passenger car. Oh, that's tempting. Not yet, though. Definitely don't need it yet. Let's see. So let's buy like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new buses and set them to the Colchester to Warminster line. And then if we go to the Colchester to Warminster line and change the color of the buses to, I believe it was that color. Hopefully what we're going to see is an increased number of people using, or not an increased number of people at all. Hopefully we're going to see fewer people here. Because there's so many currently waiting to get to Warminster. And if we can get them about quicker, then that means more money. And really, that's kind of what this is all about. Now, there's the passenger train coming back in. There's 16 people waiting. There's currently 24 people on the train itself. Dropped a couple off. That's fine. Not that many. I feel like maybe the passenger train's losing money based on the fact that it is going through Colchester. I feel like possibly having a more, like a direct route between Warminster and Bingham might be a better shout. I feel like that's where it's losing money. Because no one's really using it to get from Bingham to Colchester. They're using the buses because it's a quicker and easier route. So I don't know. I'm not really sure what to do there. What I am sure of, though, is that I think I am going to have to look into planes. We can look at, you know, a medium airport. Oh, wow, that thing's big. We can look at a medium airport at some point. It's not actually going to cost as much as I necessarily thought it was, which is fortunate. Well, in saying that, it's currently looking to be pretty pricey. But that said, I mean, I could look at a medium airport. I could look at a small airport. To be honest, a small airport down by Partington seems like it would be a good idea. The problem is I don't quite know what kind of planes this thing can actually use. I could give it a few terminals, as you can see. I could give this one a few terminals as well. I just don't know, really. It's kind of difficult to know, isn't it? Like, where do you put an airport in this particular situation? I could put one there. The problem is, it's so far out that I am just going to have to use, like, buses to get there. Because I really don't want to set up a passenger train line to the airport. 8.32 million as well. It's a lot of money. And it's a lot of money to invest in something that might not even be successful because the map is so small. Like, this is the thing as well. I understand these comments from people that are saying, you know, I want to see airports. Airports are cool. Planes are cool. I completely agree. I love the idea of setting up this network of planes and stuff. But what you have to realize is that this passenger train line isn't really profitable, and it's not really profitable because the buses are so effective, and the buses are so effective because nothing is that far apart, and that is kind of the big flaw of a small map. But I was aware of that going into this. I picked a small map for a couple of reasons. One was because I don't really know this style of game. Two was because the frame rate can be a bit weird on larger maps, and 3 was because I kind of just wanted a small map to learn on and see if I could kind of conquer. And to be honest, we did that in the space of 2 episodes. We absolutely dominated the small map because we managed to set up a fairly effective bus line. But that said, that doesn't mean we can't be somewhat successful with a train line. I'm skeptical on whether or not I can be at all successful with a set of planes. I think I could maybe get a plane that goes from Partington to Bingham, maybe. But that is not a long journey. Like, that's a journey people are making via bus. They're getting a bus from Partington to Colchester, then transferring to the loop, and then transferring from the loop to the Colchester to Bingham line. Like, they are not worried about taking a bus. That's why I'm worried. Because I just don't know if a plane line, a series of planes will work. That said, we also haven't tried boats. And boats, I mean, we could legitimately set up a line of boats. We could have a boat that goes from Colchester to Warminster. or from Colchester to Partington. That is a thing we could do, and that is the thing I still want to do. The only issue is obviously the bridges, but I mean, if we set a boat terminal over here, that can go to Warminster. They can, if they want to take a boat from Warminster to Partington, they'd have to transfer it here to here and then get the boat over this way. So boats are also a thing that we need to look into. But I think I just want to make sure, and I hope that you can kind of understand where I'm coming from. I think I want to make sure that everything else is working. I mean, obviously the cargo train line is doing pretty well. It's sitting on what, 2.272 million currently. So even with two very expensive trains, it's continuing to make money. The passenger line isn't, but it will eventually. We're getting 1.73 million from the Bingham line. We're getting 1.25 million from the Warminster line. So as time goes by and as more people use the bus lines, I mean, they're working out to be just as profitable as the trains. So I guess maybe we can get passenger trains to work, but I'm not going to try it today. I'm probably not going to try it in the next episode, because I think what I might try in the next episode is to both refine every line that we currently have and also see if we can maybe get a boat going up and down the river from Colchester to Warminster. But for today, ladies and gentlemen, I am going to leave it there. So thank you kind of for watching. This has been part 5 of our Transport Fever Let's Play, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.